Walk through the corridors where records breathe, where redacted ink curls like smoke from forbidden archives.
Where every file is a loaded weapon, every memo a ghost, every operation a shadow sewn in the global memory. The agency moves like a serpent in fluorescent light, polished shoes, coded glances, badges tapping like metronomes. And behind that calm, a storm of operations sealed under 20 layers of need to know. They say conspiracy theories are fiction, but the fiction is the denial. The truth hides in burned cables, shredded protocols, Cold War residue buried in rooms without windows. Listen to the hum in the walls. That's the heartbeat of a machine older than 3 presidents. A machine that never sleeps, never apologizes, never stops rewriting history. MK Ultra. That was just the trailer, the appetizer, the exposed nerve of a much deeper organism. Mind splits, chemical doors, subconscious rewrites. The experiments didn't end. They just changed lab coats, moved underground, shifted into behavioral corridors, dressed as algorithms, mapping how a population dreams, reacts, panics. They learn that thoughts are frequency, and frequency can be nudged. Project Artichoke, Blue Board, Barty Bard, the alphabet super truth. Media strings pulled by invisible fingers. Broadcast anchors reading scripts carved in basement vaults. Stories designed like surgical incisions, controlling panic, shaping memory, turning nations into stages for psychological weather. And then the cover wars, jungles lit by unmarked helicopters, deserts echoing with deniable gunfire. Stolen dictators propped up and dropped like malfunctioning puppets. A cool here, a revolution there. Governments replaced like light bulbs while the public stared at sitcoms and halftime shows. Sources over deserts, documents leaked, radar ghosts that dance like surgeons' hands. The truth is buried beneath decade of compartmentalization. Pilots sworn to silence, footage seized, hangars locked behind biometric tombs. Recovered debris, cataloged on code words older than moon landage. Craft not built by any nation. Physics that bent air itself. Files stamped in bold black, not for civilian. Every operation Northwood's a blueprint of deception that proved imagination wasn't unthinkable, just uncomfortable. Plans to stage violence, to steer public rage like cattle. To scope consent with smoke and mirrors. If that proposal made it to paper, imagine the drafts that never saw daylight. Then the digital age arrived. The agency adapted. No trench coats, no ciphers hidden in matchbooks. Just quiet algorithms crawling every keystroke. Predictive models charting human behavior like weather metadata. Swallowing the world, a new battlefield wasn't land, it was consciousness. Influence sculpted at scale, feeds tailored into psychological traps. Narratives drifting through timelines like engineered currents. And deeper still, the Stargate files, the experiments on perception and science branded impossible. Remote viewers sketching coordinates they never visited. Soldiers trained to navigate thought space. Intelligence gathered from across continents without ever leaving a locked room. Officially terminated, unofficially nothing that affected dies. Black budgets thicker than entire national programs. Funds hidden in labyrinths of numbers that even auditors fear. Operations piggybacking on operations until a rigid motive and accountability dissolve. Whistleblowers vanish into footnotes. Journalists misplace evidence. Truth is sanitizing the folklore. And still the machine hums. Silent, methodical, patient, a guardian or a manipulator. Depending on who writes the chapter, but every shadow they cast, every veil they pull, every operation swallowed in the memory holes adds weight to the truth that refuses to stay buried. Because somewhere in a vault beneath Langley deep past the final checkpoint, past the biometric seal, past the hallway that he'd sound, all the files will rewrite everything. Stone tablets of modern power, the blueprint of influence, the log of every decision that shaped the world from behind a mirrored wall. And one day, whether by leap, by whistle, by collapse, by cosmic coincidence, those files will surface and the world will see what was done in its name, what was hidden in plain sight, what was masked as protection while it scoped the destiny. And until then, the serpent sleeps with one eye open. Yeah. And the truth waits in the dark.
Every decade it curls.